Living alone in old age is often described as a peaceful and free experience. You can do whatever you want, without anyone interfering or having obligations to others. That is true, but not everything about this independent life is rosy. There are aspects of living alone as you age that we don't realize until we experience them. I have gathered many stories and insights from other elderly people and would like to explore with you what most people don't talk about regarding this solitary life. Let's dive into the lesser discussed realities and how you can make the most of an independent life in old age. 1. You are your own support system. One of the biggest surprises when living alone in old age is realizing that you are the only one responsible for your safety and well being. If something happens, there is no one there to offer immediate help. Many people share that they start worrying about small accidents that could go unnoticed. For example, an elderly man once shared that after slipping in the bathroom, he had to lie there for over 12 hours before being discovered by a neighbor. Since then, he decided to always carry his mobile phone, even when taking a shower, so he can call for help if necessary. Others have opted for safer solutions by installing wearable medical alert devices or smartwatches with accident detection and alert features. Moreover, creating backup plans is also crucial. For instance, a woman prepared an emergency lockbox outside her door so that family members can easily enter her home if needed. This gives her peace of mind, knowing that she won't be left alone in a dangerous situation. 2. The feeling of loneliness can strike unexpectedly. Even if you're an introvert who enjoys peace and quiet, the feeling of loneliness can still creep up on you when living alone, especially as you get older. Over the years, friends may have moved away, retired, or even passed away, gradually shrinking your social circle. It's not easy to connect with new people when you're no longer as socially active as you once were. A woman I know shared that every morning when she wakes up, she often looks out the window, hoping someone will drop by or call, but that rarely happens. She realized that while she loves the freedom and tranquility of living alone, she also misses the little moments of having someone around to chat with about the small things in life. The solution to this isn't necessarily complicated. Many elderly people have found joy in joining social groups for seniors, like book clubs, cooking classes, or even morning exercise groups. Others have chosen to adopt pets to fill the void of loneliness. A dog or cat not only brings joy, but also creates routines and responsibilities, helping you feel busy and loved. 3. Silence can be a double-edged sword. Silence is often considered the greatest gift of living alone, especially if you've spent your life in noisy homes. However, sometimes silence can become haunting, particularly in the evenings or when you return after a long day. An elderly friend once shared that after her husband passed away, she began to feel that the house was uncomfortably quiet. Initially, she loved the peacefulness, but after a few months, the stillness became overwhelming. To cope, she started playing soft music or the radio while doing household chores, creating a more lively atmosphere without losing the serenity she desired. On the other hand, many people see this silence as a precious reward. An elderly man once told me that he enjoys the quiet so much that he doesn't need any other noise. He uses this time to read, write, and reflect on life. 4. Cooking for one can be challenging, but also enjoyable. Cooking for one might seem simple, but when living alone, it can become a challenge. Many people share that they often lack the motivation to cook a full meal just for themselves. Instead, they opt for quick meals or light snacking to save time and effort. However, some find joy in cooking for themselves. They see it as a form of self-care, helping them maintain a healthy diet and providing an opportunity to experiment with new recipes. A woman in her 70s shared that she began to enjoy cooking for herself after attending a cooking class for seniors. She realized that preparing her own meals not only helps her stay healthy, but also brings joy as she gets to savor dishes she made herself. 5. Household chores can become overwhelming. Another thing no one tells you about living alone in old age is that maintaining a house becomes more difficult. As you age, your energy isn't what it used to be, and tasks like mowing the lawn, cleaning the gutters, or even just vacuuming can become exhausting. Many people have shared that they let these chores slide because they no longer have the energy or motivation to do them. A woman shared that she keeps a list of home projects that need to be done, but she often ends up postponing them because it feels too overwhelming to handle everything on her own. It's not that she doesn't care about her home, but it's just too daunting to face all the tasks alone. If you find yourself in this situation, don't hesitate to seek help. You can hire someone to take care of the heavier chores or ask family and friends for occasional assistance. If finances allow, you might also consider downsizing to a smaller home that's easier to manage and maintain, giving you more time to enjoy the things that truly matter in life. 6. Physical health needs more attention than ever. When living alone, maintaining a healthy lifestyle becomes more challenging because there's no one to remind or encourage you. Many elderly people share that they have become less active after living alone, leading to a decline in their health. A man mentioned that he used to go for morning walks with his wife, but after she passed away, he gradually gave up the habit. After a few years, he noticed his body becoming weaker and realized how important it is to maintain an active lifestyle on his own. A common solution is to join sports clubs or exercise classes for seniors. A woman in her 60s shared that she joined a gentle yoga class, which helps her not only stay in shape, but also connect with people her age. This not only improves physical health, but also boosts mental well-being. 7. Time management is a major challenge. Living alone means you no longer have fixed time markers like when you were working or caring for a family. Many people share that they struggle with managing their time and feel like the days pass by without anything significant happening. A man once shared that after retiring, he no longer knew what to do with his free time. He started losing track of days and felt like he no longer had a clear purpose in life. To address this, he created a simple schedule for himself, with small daily tasks like grocery shopping, gardening, or participating in social activities. Others find joy in taking new classes or pursuing personal hobbies they never had time for when they were younger. This not only gives them new goals, but also creates meaningful new memories. 8. Spending and financial management become more challenging. Living alone in old age not only affects physical and mental health, but it also makes managing finances more complicated. Many elderly people, especially those who are retired, face reduced income but still need to cover daily expenses. Rent, utility bills, food, and medications can become burdensome without a clear financial plan. A man shared that after his wife passed away, he found it difficult to manage monthly expenses. He no longer had someone to share the financial burden with, and small costs that didn't seem significant before suddenly became large amounts to him. A common solution to this problem is to create a specific spending plan and cut unnecessary expenses. An elderly woman chose to reduce the number of times she ate out and looked for senior discounts. Additionally, many recommend consulting a financial advisor for advice on saving or investing wisely to ease financial pressure and independent living. 9. Loss and coping with emotional pain. When living alone, facing loss, such as the death of a spouse or close friends, can become even more difficult. Without someone nearby to comfort or share your grief, you may easily fall into depression or feelings of isolation. This is often cited as one of the biggest challenges of living alone in old age. A 72-year-old man shared that after his wife passed away, he felt that his life no longer had meaning. He didn't know how to overcome the pain and had no one to talk to about his feelings of loss. After some time, he decided to join a support group for elderly people who had lost their spouses. There, he not only found comfort, but also met others in similar situations, which helped him feel less alone. Seeking support from the community or counseling groups can help elderly individuals living alone cope with emotional pain. Many have found peace by participating in social activities, charity work, or practicing meditation and yoga to restore emotional balance. Living alone in old age brings many challenges, but it also offers valuable joys and freedoms. You have complete control to create the life you desire, and that is something truly worth cherishing. However, it's important to prepare for unexpected difficulties, from ensuring safety and coping with loneliness to maintaining physical and mental activity. Remember, there's nothing wrong with asking for help from others. You can continue living independently, but that doesn't mean you have to do everything on your own. Surround yourself with things that make you happy, whether it's a pet, a garden, or your favorite book. And when hard days come, remember that you are not alone. There are many people like you, finding their way through this journey.